Hello Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Pisces, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking in each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Pisces, let's get started. How does Pisces currently view this relationship? Okay, I like it. So we do have the Queen of Swords. We got the Eight of Pentacles, and then we also have the Ten of Pentacles. This to me kind of feels like a locked-in energy. You're very, very locked in when it comes down to your education, when it comes down to your career, when it comes down to your business if you have one. Like, you're very, very locked in. I feel like there's something that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself, though. I am definitely getting that strongly, Pisces. Like, you're putting in a lot of work. Yes, when it comes down to this business of yours, when it comes down to this career of yours, when it comes down to your education. But I am definitely getting that there is something that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself. So this could be you locking in on something that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself. That's definitely a possibility. But I do feel like recently you removed a lot of distractions out of your life so that way you could better focus on your education, so that way you could better focus on your career, your business if you have one, or whatever this goal is that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself. Okay, I like it though. I do. Definitely like it. Let's look at this person, or I guess whoever decides to show up to the right of me. How does this person currently view this relationship? Okay. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Devil out here. And then we also have the Empress. Ugh. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So in regards to how this person is currently viewing this relationship with you. Okay. Pisces, I don't know if this is somebody who's currently in your life or who's no longer, in your life. For the vast majority of you, this is somebody who's like no longer in your life, but for others of you, you might still find yourself dealing with this person. If this is somebody that you're still dealing with, Pisces, I just kind of feel like this person is just somebody that you can't really grow and evolve with, because you come off to me as somebody who wants to grow, somebody who wants to evolve, somebody who wants to accomplish and achieve a lot of things, right, in this life. And you could very well be dealing with somebody who doesn't have the same mindset as you do. That's definitely a possibility. If you're surrounding yourself with somebody who doesn't have the same mindset as you, I feel like it's only a matter of time before you stop surrounding yourself with this person, because what you surround yourself, with, you'll eventually become. It's kind of like that classic saying, tell me who you hang out with and I'll tell you who you are, type of saying. But yeah, if this person's currently in your life, whether it be a family member or a friend or even a romantic interest, I just don't see you and this individual being friends for much longer, or being in a relationship for much longer, or even associating yourself with this individual for much longer, because you guys don't have the same mindset. You guys just don't. Like, I just kind of feel like this is somebody who, gosh, they just kind of come off to me as somebody who sits there and complains about how much life sucks, but they don't do absolutely anything about it to essentially improve their life. This is that type of person that also gets very jealous and very envious of, people who are actually doing, really, really good. In their lives, but it's because they worked really, really hard to get to that point. You see what I mean? This person has the same power and capability to improve their life. They just gotta want it bad enough. You see what I mean? And you're the type of person that wants, to live a really, really good life, to accomplish and achieve all of the things that you want to accomplish and achieve in this life. But you're surrounding yourself with somebody who just doesn't have that same mindset as you, unfortunately. So if you're currently, friends with this person now, or associated with this person now, or in a relationship with this person now, I just don't really see this friendship lasting for too long, or this relationship lasting for too long, because y'all don't have the same mindset whatsoever. You guys just don't. Now, for some of you, you could have already stopped speaking to this person. If you did stop speaking to this person, I just kind of feel like this person's perceiving you as somebody who switched up on them is basically what I'm getting. As somebody who switched up on them, now that you're, back in school, it's like this person looks at you like you think that you're all that. Now that you started this business, this person's kind of looking at you like now you think you're all that. Or now that you got into that line of work you've been dying to get into, now this person's kind of looking at you like you think you're all that. I don't know. I just kind of feel like this person feels like you switched up on them. And to be honest, I don't necessarily feel like they like it. I don't feel like this person likes the fact that, you switched up on them and now you don't want to surround yourself with them. Now you don't want to talk to them. Now you don't want to hang out with them. Like this person just kind of looks at you as somebody who just, switched up on them. With the Judgment card to the Fool to the Eight of Swords, when it came down to your relationship with this person, a lot of you feel like you had to let this person go in order to grow and evolve. You kind of felt like this person and your relationship with them was essentially holding you back. And I feel like you got to that point where you were just sick and tired of this dynamic between you and this person just holding you back from, reaching your full potential. You just did what you thought was best for you. You know what I mean? That's it. How does this person feel? We have the King of Wands. We got the Five of Pentacles. And then we also have the Wheel of Fortune. I do want to look into the King of Wands. Keep in mind all of my cards are in the upright, but I almost want to take the King of Wands in the reverse. Because I'm getting a lot of anger off of this person. It's like the moment these three, well, if I could talk today, the moment these three cards came out, I instantly got anger and rage coming from this person. And the King of Wands in the reverse could definitely represent somebody who's full of resentment, anger, and rage. To a certain extent, this person's keeping tabs on you in some way, shape, or form. Don't ask me how, but to a certain extent, this person's definitely keeping tabs on you. And now that this person is not in your life, and now that you're not a part of theirs, it's like this person's noticing your life drastically improving in some way, shape, and or form. And I feel like it's pissing this person off. I do. Especially if this is somebody that you were once upon a time romantically involved with, Pisces. Like, the fact that you decided to sever ties with this person because you just couldn't grow and evolve with this individual. They just didn't have the same mindset as you did. They were already pissed off because of that, and the fact that your life is just getting better and better and better and better and better now that they're not in it. I just kind of feel like they're really angry and really upset because of it. They are. They're just really angry and upset because of it. This person finds you in a much better place now than you were when you were basically with this person. I just kind of feel this person didn't necessarily want to see you do better without them. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those situations where it's like they don't want you to be happy unless it's with them. They don't want you to be successful unless it's with them. You see what I mean? And the fact that you're a lot happier now upsets them. The fact that you're a lot more successful now is upsetting to them. The fact that you're more focused now is upsetting them. The fact that you're more locked in now is upsetting them. Like, the fact that you're out here accomplishing and achieving your goals, it's upsetting them. Like, it truly is. What actions will Pisces take towards this person or moving forward? So we do have the King of Pentacles, we do have the Magician, and then we also have the Ten of Cups out here. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Emperor. So this is them coming in to like really overpower the reading here. Here's the thing. I do see this person trying to essentially reel you back in all over again. Okay, I am definitely getting that. I do see this person trying to reel you back in all over again. Now, will they be successful at it? I mean, that really does kind of all depend on you, to be completely honest. But I just see this person gravitating towards you all over again, claiming that they're going to, do whatever it takes to make this relationship work. They're going to change whatever it is that they need to change about themselves in order for this dynamic between the two of you to work. Like, they just don't want you to be without them. It's pretty obvious to me that they just don't want you to be without them. Tell me more about the Magician. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups, we got the Moon, and then we also have the, so one thing that I need you to kind of be aware of when this person does resurface back up here for you is this, okay? The fact that we have the Magician out here, and then we have the Page of Cups, not the Page of Cups, the Page of Pentacles to the Moon, to the Queen of Cups coming out here. I want to talk about this because there is a level of manipulation going on here on this person's behalf, okay? This person at the end of the day knows exactly what you expect from them, exactly what it is that you want from them. They already know that. Nobody needs to fucking tell this person this. They already know. how you want this person to essentially show up and who you want this person to essentially be. And I do see this person expressing to you, I'm going to be this, that, and the third for you, Pisces. And the only reason why they're saying that is because they know that that's exactly what you essentially want. Look at this as like the epitome of somebody telling you whatever it is that they think you want to essentially hear in hopes that they can get the outcome that they essentially want. One thing that I don't like is that this person spends more time trying to convince you that they're going to change than actually putting in the work to change. That's one thing that I do not like. We also have to take into account that this person showed up as a King of Wands, and they're telling you, that they're going to be an emperor now. They're not going to be this King of Wands now. They're going to be an emperor now. Let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. In order for this person to become an emperor or even a King of Pentacles, it's going to take years. It's going to take years. Don't let this person fool you into thinking that they're going to change by tomorrow night, because that shit is not going to fucking happen. I've never seen it happen a day in my life. A King of Wands doesn't go from a King of Wands to a King of Pentacles overnight. I've never seen it happen a day in my life. And it's impossible, because in order to become a King of Pentacles like energy, from a King of Wands like energy, it takes a whole lot of years. It takes a whole lot of years. So this is one of those situations where it's like you're either going to continue to try to make this work and just be patient and wait, for years for this person to change, or you're not, and you're just going to continue to remain on this path that you're currently on. Either which way, the choice is entirely up to you nonetheless. But don't let this person fool you into essentially thinking something that's completely and utterly false, that they're going to change, by tomorrow night, and they're going to start being the man of your dreams or the woman of your dreams. They cannot be the man or the woman of your dreams when they don't necessarily know how to. A King of Wands doesn't know how to be a King of Pentacles like energy, because they've never been a King of Pentacles like energy. They've never experienced what it's like to be a King of Pentacles like energy. They know what it's like to be a King of Wands, but they don't know what it's like to be a King of Pentacles. You know what I mean? So it's impossible for this person to be the very thing that they've never been before. You see what I mean? It's just it's impossible. You know what I mean? Like, that's like going from being like a sales associate to like the president of the fucking United States. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't have any sort of experience. Like, you know what I mean? To be this King of Pentacles like energy that you need them to essentially be. They don't. They just don't. You know what I mean? They just don't. They just don't. And that's the thing, right? Is that, expect this person to still make a lot of mistakes. Expect this person to still make a lot of poor decisions, because again, it's like they don't know how to be a King of Pentacles like energy. You know what I mean? They just don't. They just don't. They don't have the experience when it comes down to being a King of Pentacles like energy, and they don't currently have what it takes to be a King of Pentacles like energy. Not to say that they'll never be a King of Pentacles like energy. It's just to say that they're currently not that, and they won't be that for years. They won't be that for years. So just something to think about, I guess. But what actions will this person take? So we have the Ace of Swords, so Six of Cups, and then we also have the Knight of Wands. Yeah. This person's really hoping that by them coming in and having a conversation about, with you and telling you whatever it is that they think you want to hear, that this entire situation is just going to essentially play out, you know what I mean, in their favor. And there's a possibility that it might play out in their favor, and there's a possibility that it may not play out in their favor. But regardless of what the hell happens here, I just want you to kind of keep in mind that whatever it is that they're telling you that they're going to essentially be from this point on, don't fucking believe them, because it's impossible. Like, it is remotely impossible for them to go from a King of Wands like energy to a King of Pentacles. It's remotely impossible. You've never seen a day in your life a sales associate become, the president of the United States overnight. You know what I mean? It's never happened before, and it's never going to fucking happen ever. Well, you never know. I mean, at the rate that this world is going, you never fucking know. But the point that I'm making is that you've never seen it happen a day in your life. You know what I mean? A sales associate has zero experience when it comes down to, running the whole entire freaking, well, not the world, but, the United States. You see what I mean? So it's like, you see what I mean? It's like, and that's what they're trying. That's like, You know, again, that's like a cell associate trying to like convince, you know, the United States that they got what it takes to run the United States. They just don't. You see what I mean? And it's like, this is them trying to come in and convince you basically of a fucking lie. Basically, if we're keeping it a bug, like they're trying to convince you of a fucking lie that they're gonna be a king of pentacles. They don't know what it's like to be a king of pentacles like energy. They've never been a king of pentacles like energy before. So yeah, no, they don't know, you know, what it's like to show up and truly being a king of pentacles like energy. They just don't. They just don't, you know, they just don't. So don't let this person fool you into thinking, you know, that they're just going to be, you know, a king of pentacles by the end of the night, because they're not. They might become a king of pentacles, you know, by the end of, you know, possibly, you know, possibly 2030. Yeah, we can say that. I feel more confident saying possibly by 2030 they'll be a king of pentacles like energy. But if they're hitting you with the whole like, I'm gonna be a king of pentacles by the end of the night, you just wait and see. It's never gonna fucking happen. It's impossible. It is impossible. All right, so that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped, hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.